Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Chemical Guys Detail Garage. Today, we'll be showing you guys how to bring back the shine and beauty to a 24-year-old car. Let's get started. Before we get into this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, because every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have brand new content for you guys that shows you guys how to properly do everything and anything to your car. From cleaning the interior, exterior, undercarriage, engine bay, you name it. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have brand new content for you guys, so I recommend you like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. Now back to this video. So when it comes to having a 24-year-old car, you might not know where to start, especially if you just bought it or you just have it laying around. You don't know exactly where to start. Obviously, everybody says start off with a wash, which is going to be the number one thing to do. Always start off with a wash, but there's also going to be multiple different types of surfaces around your surface of your car that unfortunately have been sun damage, have UV rays damage, or nonetheless, it's just discolored over time. So let's just walk over to the Ford. Just like this, we get into nitty-gritty parts, and I actually show you guys what we're actually dealing with. To start off with, you guys can see the paint has tons of dirt and grime and debris. This Ford owner likes to take his car off-roading, and over time it just collects dust because unfortunately this is not his garage queen. This is just his daily driver, or this is just his weekend warrior. I personally do not know, but he told us that he just lets it sit outside. It collects dust. The morning dew gets to it. There's dirt, grime, debris, and then as you guys can see, whenever he drives away, this is whenever he gets all these trails on the surface of the hood. As you guys can also look at the grill has tons of dirt and grime. I mean, I rub my finger on it and it does not even come off. So we need some type of cleaner that's going to be powerful enough to remove all the dirt, grime, debris. As you guys can also see, it has tons of plastic around the surface of the vehicle, such as the windshield wipers, has plastic here, has plastic on the mirrors, and around the surface of the car. In this occasion, this Ford has sun damage because here in California, the sun is very hot, it's beaming all the time on the plastics, and over time it just discolors and fades over time, and that's when your 24-year car starts looking dull and neglected over time. So today in this video, we're gonna get right into it with a foam wash, just because we want to knock off all the loose grime and debris. By knocking down all the loose grime and debris and removing it with our big noodle chenille wash mitt, it's going to help us reveal the paint so we actually know what condition it is, whether it has contamination, whether it has protection. I personally don't know what I'm about to get myself into, but before anything, we need to start off with a 2-bucket method in our foam wash. So as you guys can see up top, I have a Big Mouth Max Reuse foam cannon. The reason I want to use a Big Mouth Max Reuse foam cannon today is because it's going to lather up the surface of the vehicle with tons of suds. And the choice of soap that I'll be using today is going to be GlossWorkz Auto Wash. So GlossWorkz Auto Wash has gloss magnifiers in it that's going to bring back shine to any color vehicle, whether you have orange, purple, green, white, whatever color vehicle you have. GlossWorkz is going to be a fantastic soap to use on your car. So like this, you remove all dirt, grime, debris while leaving a high gloss finish to it. So I'll just open up the spout, and then I'll add 2 ounces of soap in it. 1, 2. I personally don't know what type of protection this car has. What happens if it does have a ceramic? What happens if it does have a glaze or a sealant or wax? I personally do not want to strip it. That's why I also didn't start out with clean slate. I just want something to revive the paint and make it look new again, because this 24-year car has seen better days. And obviously, if this car has no type of protection, has tons of contamination, then obviously you guys will see a version 2, a video number 2, or even video number 3 on how to properly protect and remove contamination from the paint. So now that I have my Big Mouth Max Reuse foam cannon all set up, I'll put it off to the side. Then I'll get my dirt traps. My dirt traps are going to filter while I wash. So like this, every time I come back with my big noodle wash mitt and I rub it at the top, it's going to release all the dirt, grime, debris through the cones, and it's going to sit at the bottom of my bucket like this. It will not rise back up, and I don't bring it back onto the surface of the paint because I don't want to scratch it. The good thing about this car is it's actually white, so it's going to hide tons of scratches and swirls, but whenever it comes into contact with sun or UV light, it's going to show all the imperfections. So anyways guys, how do you actually use them? You just want to insert them at an angle. By inserting them at an angle, you will cause a seal and you don't cause an air pocket. If you do cause an air pocket, it's going to rise back up and it's going to be floating around your bucket, and you want to reduce that. So then I'll grab my choice of soap, which is going to be GlossWorkz Auto Wash, and GlossWorkz Auto Wash is going to be simply poured into my wash bucket, just so I can have extra lubrication while I'm washing. And then it's very simple to activate the suds. You just get your pressure washer, you get your garden hose, add some type of pressure, and like that you activate your suds. So already that I activate my suds, I'll get my big noodle wash mitt. And the reason why I want the big noodle wash mitt is not because it's so big, but because the noodles are so soft and plush, that's going to help me glide across the surface of the vehicle, and it's going to trap tons of dirt and grime, especially because we're getting sunlight already coming out and I want to be fast with it. So it's going to have me cover more surface area in a shorter period of time. So I'll sink this in here just so I could have get it lubricated. And now I'll walk over to the surface of the vehicle. I'll start off by rinsing it off. Once I'm already rinsing it off, I'll come back, I'll foam it up using the Big Mouth Max Grease foam can. And once it's already all suds up, then I'll switch over to my big noodle wash mitt. I'll scrub the surface down. Then after that, I'll rinse it down. But obviously, that's just a quick rundown. But I'll show you guys step by step on how to probably do it. Anyways, guys, let's start off with the rinse. So after I finish rinsing off the surface of the vehicle, you guys can see that there's still bird poop, there's pollen, there's so much contamination and dirt and grime that actually is stubborn on the surface of the paint. So this is why I always recommend rinsing off the surface of the vehicle just so you can knock off all the loose grime and debris. Unfortunately, all of this is the much deeper, heavier grime and debris that does not want to come off so easily. So this is why we're always going to move on to the foam cannon, which is going to be helping me suds up the surface of the vehicle. And whenever I get my big noodle wash mitt, it's going to help me glide across the surface of the vehicle with lubrication, so I won't scratch nor harm the finish of the paint. So anyways, guys, let's get into foam wash. Alright guys, so I just finished foaming up this floor, and as you guys can see, the suds are actually sticking. And I love it when the suds stick just because it's grabbing onto the grime and debris. So every time I get my Chanel wash mitt, my big noodle, or my Stranger wash mitt, or any type of wash mitt I'm using, it's actually going to have tons of lubrication. So I like this sudsing power that's actually just sticking onto the dirt and grime. So now I'll just walk back over to my soapy bucket and I'll reactivate the suds. So whenever you run out of suds, just get some type of pressure, reactivate it just by pressing a button or turn on your hose or adding pressure. So once you already added pressure to the soapy bucket, you'll just get your choice of wash mitt. And like I told you guys, in this occasion, I'm using the big noodle wash mitt. The big noodle wash mitt holds tons of suds, and it's going to help me glide across the surface of the paint. So they're super soft, super plush, and you can also use it dry. So I'll walk over to the surface of the paint, and whenever you want to scrub the surface of the paint, you always want to go in linear motions. You never want to go in circular motions, because if you do go in circular motions, you might cause scratches and swirls. And obviously there's going to be some times when you have to do a second pass just because of dirt and grime, bee poop, pollen is so stuck on there. So just go back on there, give it a little bit more pressure, flip over your wash mitt, inspect it. If it's dirty, flip it over to the clean side and continue to wash your surface of your car. So like this, you prevent scratches, swirls, debris. But the very first crucial step on any type of detail, whether you're going to start polishing, waxing, removing glazes, sealants, waxes, you must wash your car. And by washing your car, you're going to ensure you have a deep clean. By having a deep clean, you're going to have no more dirt, no more grime. You might have contamination depending what the surface of the car has, such as fallout, tree sap, debris, and much more. But anyways, guys, let me just finish scrubbing out the surface of the car. Once it's already clean, I'll show you guys how fast and easy it is to dry it. And then to finish off this video, we're going to be applying tire shine to the tires, and we'll be applying dressings to the mirrors, the grills, the plastic, just to revive the paint, revive the look of this 24-year car. Anyways, guys, let's get started. All right, guys, so we just finished washing and drying this Ford, and now we're moving on to applying dressings to the vinyl, rubber, and plastic on the exterior. So today I'll be using G6 Hypercoat dressing. This dressing has UV protection as well as a sealant that's going to protect exterior plastics and rubbers from cracking, fading, or discoloring over time. So as you guys can see, this plastic is now clean. And it's very simple to revive it to how it once looked. So I'll just spray some onto my applicator, go to the surface, and just rub it on. And G6 Hypercoat dressing is a water-based dressing, so as soon as you apply it on, it's completely dry to touch. And if you have excess, just grab a microfiber towel and just buff it right off. But I mean, check out that big before and after. This side looks dry, this side finally looks coated, but obviously I have extra dressing, so I'll just go back and just do the whole entire mirror. And you could be applying this on the interior of your car, such as your dashboard, such as your vinyl, your rubber, and your plastic. Like this, you rejuvenate the plastic how it's supposed to look, how it once came out the factory. So you guys can see the big before and after on this mirror. Now we're moving on to the tire, just so I can show you guys how easily it is to apply to tires. So as you first thing you guys saw, I actually switched over applicators. The reason why I want to switch over applicators is because I don't want to cross-contaminate. This has dirt, grime, debris. The tire is actually clean, it is not dirty. So there's two different ways you can do it. You can spray directly onto a tire, or you can spray directly onto an applicator. I'll spray directly onto an applicator so I can avoid running onto my wheel. I'll go to the surface and I'll just rub it on. But I will also show you guys the easy way to apply it. If you are dealing with nubby tires, whenever you spray it on the outside. If you spray on the outside, you'll also ensure you don't get it on the wheel. If you come too close to it and spray on here, you might get overspray. If it does get on your wheel, just wipe it right off. But you spray on the outside, get your applicator, and then just spread it around the grooves. By spraying around the grooves, you're gonna ensure you're going to get proper application. It won't fade or discolor over time. And that's how easily it is to apply tire shine to your exterior vehicle. So how I like to explain tire shine is shoes. If everything is clean and your shoes are not dressed properly, it's throwing off the look of your ride. So just take a couple of minutes of your time and dress up your tires, and like this, your wheels, your tires, your paint is going to pop a lot more because everything is coated and it does not look neglected. So like this, your car, your 24-year-old car, look its best at all given times. So guys, I have more trim to cover on this whole entire vehicle, such as the grill, such as the plastic around the whole entire vehicle. You guys will see that right now on the screen. But in the meantime, if you guys want to pick up any of these products I used today in this video, you go hop onto our website at chemicalguys.com, or you could also stop by your local detail garage. I recommend you do so. It's a car enthusiast paradise. We have over 90 detail garage locations across the globe, including Canada and the UK. As always, I'm Henry, and thank you for sharing your passion shine with Chemical Guys.